tiglawas ang pila ka mga or ang legal counsel sa pila ka mga transport sectors diri sa Bacolod City. We have with us once again Attorney Ray Gorgonio. Attorney, mayang hapon si John Diaz diri sa Action Radio Bacolod.
Good afternoon, Action John Diaz. Good afternoon sa mga listeners natin sa ating programa.
Yes.
Ngayong hapon sa inyo tanan.
Mayang hapon, Attorney. Thank you once again sa time. No, gusto lang namon hatagan man kamo sa tempo because sige nga may ara sa press conference ang piyak ka portion. This is talking about the issues ng Tourette Corporation. Now, Attorney, I'll just go straight with my question, no? Because Attorney Elnora Orola Baygar, ang legal counsel sa Tourette Corporation, is saying nga si Ma'am Maria Corazon Ocalinas, nga corporate secretary, nag-present sila sang document, and ang Tourette Corporation, they're saying nga ang unit sang bus nga under the possession of Mr. Philip Burata is ginapanagiyahan ka Tourette Corporation, and with that, illegal ang pagpossession diri sang imo kliyente. Attorney, what's your response to that one? How do we clarify that particular point?
Well, we have to verify that document, ano? Unang-una, i-check natin yung kanyang Securities and Exchange Commission registration. Yung registration, articles of incorporation niya, sinasabi dito, no, sa section 7. No, 7. The authorized capital stock of the corporation is 2 million pesos. The subscribed capitalization, ito yung may pera talaga, yung actual cash, no, na distribute kada isa sa mga 5 stockholders is only 500,000 pesos. Now tell me, how could a corporation acquire 91 buses, 44 of which is in the possession of Mr. Burata, kung ang authorized capitalization mo is 2 million at yung subscribed capitalization mo is 500,000? Would you think that the Land Bank of the Philippines would release a loan sa corporation na may subscribed capitalization na 500,000 lang? Hindi, di ba? Ibig sabihin na yung Tourette Corporation has no financial capacity to acquire these buses. Much less avail of a loan from Land Bank in the amount of, kasi yung per unit, no, price na per unit pagkabalo namon is 2.4 million pesos. And Tourette Corporation is claiming to have 91 buses. That is 218 million. So maputangin ba ng Land Bank ng 218 million yung Tourette Corporation kung ang subscribed capitalization mo is only 500,000 pesos? Hindi, di ba? Now, paano naka-acquire, paano nagkaroon ng, paano nakapangalan, no, sa Tourette Corporation, yung mga buses? Yung mga programa ngayon ng government is Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program. Nire-require lahat ng jeepney operators na mag-consolidate into one corporation. So that's why Mr. Burata and his group and other jeepney operators na nag-comply sa modernization, nakipag-usap sa Tourette Corporation na makipag-consolidate sila sa ila. So that's why they executed a deed of assignment, assigning their certificate of public convenience unto and in favor of Tourette Corporation in compliance with the PUBMP ng Department of Transportation.
Okay.
Diba? So because of that, all their properties, kailangan nilang i-transfer kasi kung na-assign mo sa Tourette Corporation yung Certificate of Public Convenience mo, tapos naka-remain sa imo pangalan yung Certificate of Registration or ORCR nito, you will become a what? Pulurom. Diba? So kailangan mo rin i-assign yung registration mo sa Tourette Corporation to complete the process. Yun yung nangyari. Yung mga buses na na-acquire, ang nagbabayad dyan sina Mr. Burata, but they could not register it in their name because naka-assign na sa Tourette Corporation yung Certificate of Public Convenience.
Okay.
In other words, Tourette Corporation is holding in trust these buses unto and in favor of the real owner. Sino yung real owner? Sino Philip Burata at yung mga grupo niya, yung mga jeepney operators na nagpa-consolidate sa kanila. Iba sila nagbabayad. Sila nagbabayad sa monthly amortization. That's why Land Bank was assured of the payment because of the fact that jeepney operators consolidated themselves into Suret Corporation.
Okay.
So, ang tinatawag natin sa Suret ngayon is trustee.
Trustee.
Ang trustee of the real owner. Ang real owner dito is Mr. Philip Burata and other jeepney operators. So, mayroon tinatawag tayo sa civil law na certificate trust. The registered owner, although siya yung nakapangalan, pero hindi yun siya yung tag-iya, kundi he hold it in trust of the real owner. Kasi yun yung programa ng government, PUBNP. That's why yung mga nag-oppose sa Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program, yun yung sinasabi, we will not invest our property in the name of the corporation. Baka karoon iyakon nila. Ito yung precisely yung natabo. No?
Yes.
Ginagawa nila, registration namon. No? Pero come on, tell me, Mrs. Ocalinas, kaya mong bilhin yung mayroon ka bang 218 million na pambayad? No, yung authorized capital stock mo, 2 million, tapos 500,000 subscribed capitalization mo. The Land Bank will not enter into a contract with you, with Suret Corporation, with your subscribed capitalization of 500,000 because they know very well that you don't have the capacity to pay. Otherwise, ang Land Bank of the Philippines is a government financial institution, then they will be liable for fraud and corruption because they entered into a contract disadvantageous to government.
Okay.
Di ba kaya nagagaranti nga dito is yung Department of Transportation. Kaya ginapilit nila yung mga tao na magko-consolidate. Kaya nga, we wanted to be investigated. Dapat i-investigate thoroughly itong Suret Corporation because they are already fooling the people. They are taking the properties belonging to another, claiming na sila yung tag-iyawan in truth, and in fact, they are only trustee of the real owners.
Attorney, my question is because the legal counsel is saying na wala kuno nagabayad sang 1,000 ka peso sa kada unit sa 44 modernized unit, ining si Mr. Burata nga 44,000 pesos sa kada adlaw. But amo na lang question ko, attorney, sino gabayad sa mga unit ngayon na sa bangko?
Ang nagabayad sa bangko is Mr. Burata, doon sa 44 bases dati. Meron remittances si Mr. Burata na umaabot ng 7 million pesos. This is part of the exhibits ng pag-file namin.
Okay.
Na more than 7 million pesos had been paid. May mga receipt ni Mrs. Ocalinas, no? Sa mga bayad. At ito yung nire-remit nila sa bangko. Now, yung, siyempre, ang nagre-remit, ang Suret, because that is already part of their responsibility. But the money came from them, from Mr. Burata, no? Sila yung nagbibigay, nagpo-provide ng ibabayad para sa amortization ng mga sasakyan. So that's why sinasabi nga namin, trustee lang siya eh. Because the real owners are the one paying for the amortization of the buses.
So is it true, attorney, na...
Let me finish.
Yes, go ahead, attorney.
May istoryahan na sila na i-amend yung articles of incorporation to include them as stockholders.
Yes.
Now, nagbayad sila mga more than almost 1 million para sa pag-aayos sa mga documents, no? Including attorney's fees na mag-aayos. But they checked with Securities and Exchange Commission and they were able to secure an articles of incorporation. But there was no amendment to the articles of incorporation. 5 lang sila yung nakapangalan pa rin. Kaya nga in-stop nila to protect their proprietary rights and held the 44 buses. Kaya lang problema lang dito, nakikialam yung parang nagiging adjunct, no, ng Suret Corporation, yung Bacolod Traffic Authority Office. Kasi sila yung kumukuha sa mga buses without any due process, without even going through the process of court. On the alleged ground na may mga violations, without even issuing citation ticket. Kaya nag-file nga kami ng kaso against Mr. Patrick Watson because he took the 8 buses. No? Without issuing any citation ticket and with intent to appropriate. No? Intent to appropriate. Hindi nila binalik. Nawala na. So, sinasabi na lang nila itinurn over kay Maria Corazon Ocalinas.
Attorney, I have a question, no? So speaking about that one, isn't it true hindi tuod nga wala nagabayad sang daily nga nga payment or dues ang grupo ni Mr. Burata?
Nagbabayad sila, no? Pero nung nalaman nila na wala sila sa listahan sa corporation, they held in abeyance the payment. Kasi kung ibigay mo ng ibigay, no? Di ang nagbe-benefit dito si Mrs. Maria Corazon Ocalinas at yung kasama niya sa Tourette, no? Parang ibinibigay nila yung property nila, no? Yung hard-earned money nila na sa uli, sila na magkiklaim. Kaya ngayon yung sinasabi na ngayon, amin na yung bases kasi nakarehistro sa amin. So gusto lang man na ni Mr. Burata originally, no? Na i-amend yung articles of incorporation to include their name. Hindi ginawa.
Okay. So meaning, attorney...
So that's why they will be filing a revocation of the franchise of Tourette Corporation because they are using now the Tourette Corporation to take the property of other persons, no? Pinapaasa nila na sa huli, sila man yung nag-appropriate sa pera at i-claim na yung mga bases sa kanila na. No, the truth of the matter is that that is not the way it should be, no? Ang tinanglan lang na ginagawa ni Mr. Burata is they complied with the modernization program and that their investment had to be protected. They have to be included in the articles of incorporation pero wala naman nilang ginawa.
Attorney, that's one. No? Gusto ko lang tanongin yun. You will be filing revocation of franchise sa Tourette Corporation. When will it be and anong proseso? Bukas. Bukas.
Ipapile ho namin. Including yung revocation sa kanyang SEC registration. So kasi ginagamit na nila yung corporation to misappropriate the properties of other persons.
Okay. Attorney, no, this is the one thing concerning Subong. Kay ti apektado ang transport sector. Labi nati 8 units, it's 8 unit. Damo sang pasero nga masakay sinadra. And it seems like that LTFRB is still, no, though medyo wala pagid sila nakit-an aton nga naghulag parte sa ano ang side sang grupo ni Mr. Burata regarding sa ni may hingyo sila sa LTFRB or sa aton nga otoridad, attorney?
Well, we will be asking the Department of Department of Transportation, the Land Transportation Office, dialogue with them pertaining to this matter, no? At makikipag-usap din kami sa Tourette, sa LTFRB after filing the revocation para mabigyan man si Ocalinas at saka yung grupo niya ng tamang proseso para mag-explain sa LTFRB. Then from there on, we could perhaps negotiate the issue. In the meantime, apektado yung riding public at the same time yung mga bus drivers, including Mr. Burata, no? Ngayon, wala silang kabuhayan. Masaya yung Tourette Corporation because they are now the one buying the road Punta Taytay to Central Market, etc. Because that's their objective, no? Acting cohorts with the Bitaw, no? Ginugulo nila yung mga pampasadang bus ni Mr. Burata on the ground na may mga violation daw na wala naman.
Okay. Attorney, na-mention mo rin kanina, no, ng yung sinasabi ninyo is it seems like that Bitaw is in connivance with this side of Tourette Corporation. Pa-confirm lang po ulit, nag-file na po ng kaso against Bitaw, attorney?
Yes, we filed a while ago a case of kidnapping and or grave coercion. Nasa proseso ng preliminary evaluation. I hope that the City Prosecutor's Office will see the light and decide on its merit, no? Na yung Tourette Corporation is not the owner of the buses in the possession of Mr. Philip Burata, but a trustee of the property unto in favor of Mr. Burata and his group.
Sino po yung finailan ng kaso, attorney?
Sa City Prosecutor's Office.
Sino po yung finailan?
Ano pa?
Sino yung finailan natin ninyo ng kaso?
Well, we included the name of Mr. Patrick Lacton and several other co-conspirators Andyan lang sa ano, and we will wait for the evaluation, kung ano yung evaluation ng City Prosecutor's Office po dyan.
Okay, sige, hintayin po natin yan, Attorney, no? But for the meantime, thank you so much for sa update. Yung inaasahan po natin dito is to resolve this particular concern as soon as possible para hindi naman po mapektuhan ng riding public. Maraming salamat po, Attorney Ray.
Yes, maraming salamat. And let it be a warning to existing traditional drivers and operators. Stop complying with the PUBMP, no? Para hindi na madugang ininigusot. Actually, it's not only the case of Suret. Meron din Cebu People's Jeep, meron din yung Granada Transport, meron din yung UNESCO. All this trouble came from the implementation of the Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program, no? I hope that the President and our Congressman may recommend the revocation of this memorandum circular coming from the Department of Transportation pertaining to the consolidation and modernization of jeepney. Kasi ito talaga yung problema ngayon dahil hindi pinag-aralan mabuti. Yung tinitiglan ng natin nila dito is that magkano sa'yo at magkano sa amin, no? I hope yung nangyayari sa buhayan ng ating mga jeepney operators, mga drivers and mga conductors, including the riding public, served as a lesson to stop now the implementation of this not so studied program, no? At let Congress deliberate and study the process para maprotektuhan yung proprietary rights ng mga jeepney operators, including yung interest din ng mga riding public.
So, Attorney, idagdag na lang po, no, last na lang po. You are referring to Congressman Greg of Bacolod City na gusto po natin na mag-speak up po siya.
Yes, sir. Kasi wala siyang position and this is a very important issue. And he is in Congress. Parang he's very silent about it. He should do something, no? Hindi niya hintayin na magkagulo dito at magkakaroon ng riot ng mga drivers, ng mga conductors, including jeepney operators bago siya mag-take action. Because it's his duty as a legislator to immediately act on it and pass a resolution or even statement taking side with the jeepney operators and drivers, no? Parang wala siyang sinasabi, no? He is very silent about it.
Sige. Attorney Ray, maraming salamat po. Magandang hapon.
Magandang hapon po at maraming salamat din po.
Action Reports, Afternoon Edition.